Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a Radeon RX 7900 XTX in Bodycam. This one is the XFX MERC 310 version of the card. We are running it with the latest AMD drivers, and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Up's GPU-Z, and over on the left, I'm pairing it with a Ryzen 9 7950X 3D CPU with half of its cores disabled, making it pretty much the same as a Ryzen 7 7800X 3D and 32GB of RAM. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's go over the settings first. I am starting at 4K resolution, and I'm also going to try 1440p and 1080p in this one. I'm not using any FSR 3 at the moment or frame generation, and we're at the epic settings over here. And as you can see, we're getting around 35 frames per second. 1% lows are at 31 there. I'm using the on-screen display from the Radeon settings. Oh my, this is so loud. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, but yeah, these FPS that we're getting are expected, I think. Oh, I got him. Good stuff. Because the RTX 4090 got around like 50 FPS, dropping into the 40s sometimes. This one's getting mid-30s, dropping into the low 30s sometimes. So it is exactly where it should be in terms of performance compared to the RTX 4090. Actually, yesterday I tested the RX 580 and I was getting 20-something FPS and I could still get a couple of kills. So yeah, you can certainly play like this, and the fact that the movement is kind of like a body cam, obviously, it kind of disguises the fact that you're playing the game at a really low frame rate, and it's kind of acceptable. Hello, buddy. How's it going? Oh my god, why are you camping? Why are you? It's only 2 of us in the server at the moment, because nobody is joining for some reason, and you camp. Are you serious? You should be running around. I'm hearing some steps. I think he's right below us right now, guys. Oh, wait. I think he might be there, actually. Yes, he's there. No! No, I shot first. Oh gosh, we're not gonna get out of here, are we? Now that he has proper weapons, once again, this is gonna be tough. But yeah, also guys, compared to the RTX 4080 Super that I tested a few months ago in this game, this seems to be very comparable in terms of performance, I think. Maybe a little bit slower because it's UE5, but it's not stuttery at all, so that they fixed that at least. It's good to see some progress in terms of optimization in this game. Well, I guess we should probably move on and test like FSR on quality without frame generation first. So here we go. This is it. 40s. Ooh, jumping up into the 60s sometimes, but no, most of the time it will get 50, as you can see. It definitely looks worse, you know, in terms of the noise and the pixelation, especially around these areas with like a lot of little details. It gets really noisy whenever you're moving the camera around, but that's the Bodycam experience, I guess. A Bodycam doesn't have very good quality, so maybe you can get around that just by thinking like that. I don't know. Oh boy. I can hear him like walking around really slowly like I am at the moment. It's annoying, guys. It's like, how is it fun for, you know what? I don't care about this. Let's go to an actual server. I don't care. All right, here we go, guys. Finally, we're getting kills. See that? Oh, shotgun again. No way. I don't like the shotgun if you haven't noticed yet. Oh, it's really dark in here. Now, I'm noticing that I can move around much more freely and much faster with FSR on quality. And also because a lot more people are walking around the map now, so they're not listening to my footsteps alone. So we stand a bit better of a chance, obviously. Let's go. Hello! Hello! Did I get him? I got him! Finally! Okay! We moved away from the shotgun. Let's go outside, actually. Yes, inside it's getting really, really dark for some reason. Also, around here, dropping down into the 40s. High 40s, I guess. The lowest. But yeah, this is decent right now. It is a playable experience. Much more playable than it was with 30 FPS. And I could see myself enjoying this game like this a little bit. Okay, it's kind of getting the same FPS as the 4090 did without any FSR. So yeah, there's no need for like frame generation yet to make the game playable, but you might want it, right, guys? There we go, finally another kill. I am not playing that well today, guys. for some weird reason. I guess I played better with the... There's a guy over there. With the RX 580 and super low resolutions and frame rates than I am playing right now with this. Let's enable some frame generation on top of this, and with the 4090, by the way, I tried this, but over native resolution it doesn't work because this is FSR 3, not FSR 3.1. If you developers implemented FSR 3.1 instead of FSR 3, you could use frame generation over native resolution, and that would be great for stuff like the 4090. And I guess the 4090 alone, because every other GPU will require upscaling first, and then frame generation. But yeah, on that GPU it would be great to have FG over native, and with this GPU at 1440p, I guess it would also be great to have FG over native as well. Okay, game is over. Oh, this is interesting, guys. In this map... Oh, hello. Of course, it's deathmatch, not team deathmatch. I thought that one was from our team. But yeah, in this map, things are way easier to run, as you can see. It's getting 130 plus FPS all of the time. That's because we got the same props pretty much everywhere here in this map, you know. There's nothing else, no sky, no anything. It's very easy to run this, and it shows right now, or at least it's very easy to run this compared to the other map. And that's why I want to join this zWORMz map again, guys. Now, 1v1 is less intensive than having like 7 people just running around shooting each other a bunch of times everywhere, of course. So FPS are a little bit higher than what they were with 7 people running around, of course, but only just a little bit, so it's fine. Inside it gets up into the 100s, as you can see. It's still very, very dark here. I got the guy. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, 3 people. Okay, so people are joining. That's great. Yeah, we got 4 people right now. Yeah, this is very smooth. It definitely looks very, very smooth, especially to you guys on YouTube, probably. If you're watching at 60 frames per second, it will look pretty nice, indeed, like this with frame generation. The thing that you can't really tell is the input lag, which is not absolutely terrible in terms of input lag. Got the guy, good stuff. But it's also not great. Now, the game already has a lot of input lag, or it feels like it has input lag or mouse acceleration and stuff like that, even without frame generation being enabled. So when you enable frame generation, it just becomes worse. It's sort of like in the experience, in the default experience, so you can excuse it a bit more here in this title than you could in like a game like Call of Duty. If you enable frame generation in Call of Duty, you get input lag, which wasn't present before, and it feels really bad, actually, and I really don't recommend it. But in this particular title, it's not terrible, especially if you are over 100 frames per second all of the time. At like 80 or less, it becomes pretty rough with frame generation. But yeah, guys, with like 90 to 100 frames per second, I think I could enjoy the game like this, all right? And I think I would prefer this to just the FSR default option without any frame generation. Did I get him? I did get him. Good stuff. There was another one shooting. Oh, this is way too dark. What the heck? And now it's way too bright. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna pre-fire because I can't see without the flashlight. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's one here. Good, good, good. Got him. All right. Is that another one? Yes, I saw another one there. Okay, never mind. But yeah, this is definitely how I'd play the game with the XTX here. Frame generation over quality. FSR, did I get him? No, not really. Oh, he got me. How did I not get him? I just really wish, developers, once again, that you implement FSR 3.1 instead of FSR 3, because that will look way better. This looks very noisy, and I really don't like that, okay? Anyway, let's try it at 1440p resolution native using Epic settings, and I see a bunch of them. Can I get that one? Yes, okay, good stuff. I was going to start counting our FPS, but then I remembered this game doesn't support MSI Afterburner or Rivet Tuner. Alright, come on. Come on. Did I get him? Yes, I did. We're doing great now. Alright, see what the FPS difference makes, guys? Oh, it's over? Is it? Yes, it is over. Unfortunately, we gotta go to another one, but yeah. Having higher FPS definitely helps it, even in a game like this. Okay, we're back at it again, getting closer to 100 FPS at the moment. Still with the same settings, native 1440p and epic settings. This is interesting because it seems like with the time of the day, the FPS will also change. Oh my. So whenever it's sunshine and rainbows outside, you do get higher FPS. Okay, just a little bit higher, but it is higher nonetheless. Interesting to see that. Now, in order to enable frame generation now, you can't just enable that. It will disable itself because FSR Quality needs to be enabled to use frame generation, which, yeah, it sucks, especially at 1440p, because now FSR Quality gives a lot more shimmering and a lot more noise to the picture quality, and it just looks way worse. After all, you do get 200 FPS with that frame generation plus FSR Quality, which is nice. But yeah, if you want to take advantage of that, maybe this is the way. But I wouldn't really play like this because you're sacrificing the graphics quality a lot here. And again, is it over already? What? Game ends. Okay. But well, guys, with a Radeon GPU, instead of playing with FSR Quality to enable frame generation, you have the option of going to... Wait, let me just apply that. Going to the Radeon settings by clicking Alt-R inside of the game, going to gaming over here, and you have AFMF2. Since this game doesn't have HUD or crosshairs or anything like that, this should work very well in terms of visual fidelity. So I'm just going to enable that. All right, set this to high and set this to quality. This is it. We're playing now with native resolution, epic settings, which already gave us pretty decent FPS, right? Can I go back, please? Oh my god, no way. No way, I'll need to restart the game to go back, dude. See, developers, if you're watching this, you got a bunch of things to fix in this game, okay? Oh, finally, we got this. It worked. Also, I haven't touched on this, but the power utilization for the CPU in the on-screen display is absolutely wrong. I think it can't be using only 18 watts, okay? Like, that's ridiculous. But anyway, I created the game because there was no game in this map going on at the moment. And here we are. It gets a little bit higher FPS than a full server once again, but with AFMF2 you can get that higher refresh rate experience with 200 FPS still. As you can see, it's above 200 pretty much at all times. It might drop sometimes, but it feels really good, okay? And it's obviously very, very smooth, and in terms of frame generation lag, I will add this to the on-screen display now, it's only adding 6 milliseconds of it, which is pretty hard to notice when the game itself already has like mouse acceleration built in and some sort of delay and input lag in itself, right? Even at native resolution. So it's likely that you're not even going to notice that. And now you don't have the artifacting from FSR. Yeah, I think for this specific game, I would definitely choose to play with AFMF2. It is a much better experience. At 4K resolution, I wouldn't, because native resolution was only giving us 30 FPS, so with AFMF, it would push it to 60, and this technology is better utilized whenever you have 60 FPS baseline, okay? Not 30. On 30, it will feel very bad in terms of input lag, so don't do that. But at 1440p, just go into your Radeon settings, enable AFMF2. Oh my god, a lot of people joined already. And have fun like that, because it's going to be so much smoother of an experience, guys, at this resolution, while having very, very similar graphics as well to native res, or pretty much the same thing in terms of graphics, actually. Good stuff. Couple of kills there. Oh, there's a guy there. Did I get him? Yes, I did. Good stuff. Changed weapons. That's nice. There's another one there. Got him. Good stuff. Yeah, this is feeling great, guys. This is feeling great. Another one down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Got him. Good stuff. Come on. Come on. There's a guy. There's always one waiting right there in that corner. It's always the same corner as well. Damn. Also, it's dropping a little bit right now into the 170s, 180s. Yeah, you get the idea, right, guys? The weather calmed down a little bit as well. So it's a bit different of a scenario right now, but it's a smooth experience. No stuttering, very nice and playable, good visuals at the same time at 1440p. They said that they are continuously optimizing the game, which is nice, and I believe them, because, for example, if you take a look at another map like the Tumblewoods, that was super demanding back on release, and now it runs better than this one, so that's pretty impressive. Good job there, but still have a long way to go, once again, in terms of optimization. So now I'm just gonna go back to the Radeon settings here, disable AFMF2. Now the frame gen lag says not available there. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it there. Why not? We're gonna test it a little bit later as well at 1080p. But let's try it at 1080p native. Here we go, 1920 by 1080, still using epic settings. Oh, it's getting 100 plus finally at native resolution. Now obviously, nobody will play games at native 1080p with an XTX GPU, or this XTX GPU. There are some other XTX GPUs from a few years, actually like lots of years ago, the early 2000s, that, well, yeah, you might play at 1080p with those in Counter-Strike 1.6 and stuff like that, I guess. But yeah, with such an expensive GPU like this one, you should be playing at higher resolutions. You already saw like 1440p was an awesome experience with AFMF2. Even without it, you know, it was always above 60, so no problems there. Oh, hello. Okay, got him. It's the first time that I'm playing with a revolver. Interesting. So how many did I kill already? 13. We're doing great, guys. We're definitely doing great in this one. It's over? Yes. We didn't win by 1 kill. No way! That was so close. Oh, there's this guy. This guy doesn't have a head. Oh, it's me. Oh, what is going on? I left my body cam behind me, and I don't have a head now. That's so weird. Hello? Oh, wait, I can move my camera around like this as well. Okay. I'm fine. All right. We're good, guys. It's really smooth. Not gonna lie, like, if you want the native resolution, high refresh rate experience, I guess this will do it at 1080p resolution. Obviously, you gotta spend $850 or like $900 for a GPU to play this game at 1080p native. But at least it's working, I guess. Oh boy, obviously do not use FSR at 1080p. Definitely not ideal, but you can and you should probably use AFMF at this res, because it's probably gonna work well. Was that a friendly guy? Probably. I just killed a friendly. Am I killing friendlies? No, I got 5 kills already, but none of them is a friendly, I guess. Still good. Come on, I saw you. Stop running around. Stop running around. Alright, there we go. See, you should have just given up already. Just delaying things. Delaying the inevitable here. El Crispo is gonna get you every time. Oh, yes. Oh, my! Anyway, do you know what's missing from my experience, guys? AFMF2. So let's just enable that. I'm gonna keep this on high and this one on quality. If you are at 1080p, these will default to standard and performance instead, okay? So just be sure to enable those on quality and high manually. Is that a friendly? I think so. Yes. Okay. But as you can see, if you want that super high refresh rate experience for 240 Hz, and you will be hitting those 240 FPS a lot of times, all you need to do is AFMF2 over native 1080p resolution, and you can have this awesome experience in terms of FPS. It is really smooth, guys, right now. It's just as smooth as, oh, thought the guy was AFK. It's just as smooth as 1440p was, of course, so there's that. I would definitely choose to play at 1440 with AFMF2 instead of this. And if you have a 1080p display with this GPU, I recommend you to enable VSR in the AMD Radeon settings, which works like DSR on NVIDIA GPUs, and it allows you to play at 1440p. Whoa, boy. Okay, couple of kills there. Oh, there's another one. 3 of them in the same place. But yeah, that VSR option will allow you to play at a higher resolution in your monitor, and it will look crispier, which is obviously one of the most important things in games. Yes, the graphics should look crispy. So is it worth a buy with an RX 7900 XTX? If you like the type of game, and if the gameplay and wobbly movement and so on doesn't bother you and you want to experience something new, something unfinished though, keep that in mind, I guess with this GPU, at least in terms of performance, you're not going to be disappointed. But you know what I would do, even with all of these specs and the high-end components and so on, I would still hold off on buying something like this because, again, it's an unfinished product. It doesn't really work very well in terms of optimization. You need to rely on trickery like frame generators and stuff like that for it to work properly. And I just can't recommend to most people having to deal with this kind of stuff, you know, and every once in a while they'll break something as well, which is annoying, and it is what it is. That's been it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Love you all. Bye-bye.